So the client that I chose for this adaptive equipment is a 29-year-old single male veteran who experienced a TBI while on active duty. His secondary diagnosis include depression, ADHD, PTSD, and anxiety. Patient's limitations include attention, endurance to participate in activities, tremors, and problem solving. The setting that I encountered this individual is at Affirmations, my psychosocial fieldwork site. This setting is a community center for the LGBT plus population, where we offer support groups and mental health services, among many other aspects. So first of all, I would like you to take a moment and think about these questions for weighted silverware. Where can it be purchased? How much does it typically cost? And how would this adaptive equipment specifically assist an individual with a traumatic brain injury? So pause your PowerPoint and just think about these questions. So to purchase weighted silverware, you can go online via Amazon, or there are tons of therapy supply stores that offer this product. Or if you would rather go in person, you can go to, I've seen them at Walmart, Target, Meijer, at a lot of the big stores. I've even seen them at Costco and Sam's Club too. So for the cost for this project, for my own research, the average weighted silverware set, which includes a knife, fork, spoon, and soup spoon, can range from $20 to $40, and that's just for one pack of 4 pieces of silverware. And lastly, in relation to this client, personally, I know me, I love to eat, I love trying new food. This is a relaxing, enjoying activity for me, and typically it is for most people also. However, for someone who is experiencing tremors, this becomes a strenuous task that can result in increased depression, increased fatigue, decreased nutrition, and decreased engagement in social situations as well. For this client, weighted silverware can be used to decrease or eliminate the tremors that he's experiencing when engaging in eating. So now let's take some time and learn how you can make your own weighted silverware. But before we get started, we'll need to get our supplies. To start this project out right, we'll need to get tape, coins, Kleenex covers, which are usually cloth, Velcro squares, a hot glue gun, hot glue sticks, and some silverware. I was able to keep my total cost for all these supplies at $19.50. I was able to purchase supplies through Walmart and Dollar Tree to keep my project cost very low. Step 1. Apply 2 Velcro squares to the eating utensil. First strip should be near the top of the handle, and the second strip should be placed about 2.5 inches under the first strip. Step 2. Hot glue the other 2 Velcro squares to the fabric. Step 3. Trim the Velcro squares as needed to increase the aesthetically pleasing design to the product and decrease potential irritation. I trimmed the second square to make it curve naturally into the spoon because that Velcro can be a little rough and we wouldn't want it to annoy our clients' hands while they're trying to enjoy their yummy meal. So step 4, you're going to want to take your coins and stack them and then tape that stacked coin to form a single line. And then step 5, you will want to hot glue additional Velcro to form a seal for the fabric so that we can seal those rolls of coins in there. And step 6, we're going to slide the coin roll into the compartment. And then step 7, we're going to roll the tail end of the fabric up to once again kind of help keep those coins in place. And then hot glue and Velcro to assist in keeping the roll in place. And then step 8, we're going to firmly secure all of our Velcro squares together. And that is how you form your product. And voila, you have a finalized product, the weighted silverware. This is my fork version. I did do a lion's design for it because based off of my building rapport with my client, I discovered that he was a football fan. So I wanted to kind of add a little special something into this design that I would be making for him. What are other conditions or diagnoses that could use weighted silverware? Before we get to the next slide, let's take a moment and think about it. So I'm going to ask you to pause the presentation again. Multiple conditions and diagnoses could benefit from using weighted silverware if they are experiencing tremors while trying to eat. For example, if an individual has a neurological disorder, such as MS, stroke, or neurodegenerative disease that affects parts of the brain, like Parkinson's, may cause tremors where the individual could benefit from using adapted silverware. Additionally, individuals with anxiety, arthritis, liver disease, kidney disease, or hyperthyroidism may also experience tremors and could benefit from this as well. So let's look at some of the pros of this adaptive equipment. For the do-it-yourself weighted silverware, I feel like it could be used for all ages, as early as a child would start to use a fork and spoon to even 100 plus. Um, the next part is that it is washable when we do eat. We do tend to get a little messy, so I still wanted to make sure that this cloth fabric was easy to wash. So when taking it off of the fork with the Velcro, you just pop it off, and you take the pennies out and you can throw it in the washer and clean it with the rest of your laundry. Um, it is customizable. As I said earlier, I made the fork Detroit Lions theme because from building rapport with my client, I was able to tell that he was a very big Detroit football fan, and that would be something important to him, and it would kind of make the eating activity a little bit more personal for him. And as I said earlier, this is less expensive than what you would typically buy. My supplies only costed $19.50, while your average 4 pack of silverware would be $20 to $40, depending on where you purchase it from. I have additional products there because with the do-it-yourself weighted silverware, by all of my materials I was able to purchase, I could probably craft, I want to say at least 6 to 8 pieces of silverware, maybe even more, from just the $19.50 that I spent compared to the 4 pack that you would buy for that $20 to $40. Another pro is that the weight can be adjusted. So from my experimentation with when I was designing it, I was able to fit up to 4 rolls of pennies in there, or quarters at sometimes also. So you can really get a wide range of weight in there to personally adjust it to the needs of the client. Um, Another pro is the assemble and disassemble of the product. It is Velcro, so it is relatively easy to remove and take apart. And the materials were easy to find. I was able to purchase my products or my supplies from Dollar Tree and Walmart, but you could probably go to a wide range of other stores to buy the supplies listed earlier in this presentation. So now to the cons. For aesthetics, like I said, I did customize that design to make a Detroit Lions theme, and I did make another one, a red and polka dot themed utensil also. If an individual is looking for a piece of silverware that more so blends in, this probably wouldn't be their product of choice because it does have that cloth covering over it. Additionally, like any other do-it-yourself project, there is a time factor in with this as well as assembly factors into it. You will need to take the time to travel, purchase those supplies, and come home and actually craft it as well. And lastly is potential sensory issues. Depending on what type of fabric you use, personally, I use just a regular cotton fabric that most people are typically okay with, but that may cause potential sensory issues for some people where it could not be preferred. At this time, I'd like to thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you also take the time to look at my handout.